The world economy just got a wake-up call. China has slapped a 125% tariff on a broad range of American exports, a move that's more than just another trade spat. This is a strategic strike at the heart of U.S. economic power, signaling a shift in the global order. For decades, the U.S. dollar has been the backbone of world commerce. Now, Beijing is openly challenging that dominance. This tariff isn't a knee-jerk reaction. It's the result of years of planning as China built new economic systems to reduce its reliance on the U.S. The message is clear. China wants to set the rules for the 21st century economy. The immediate impact? American goods, soybeans, semiconductors, are suddenly too expensive in China, one of the world's biggest markets. But the bigger story is China's willingness to endure short-term pain for long-term gain. The recent trade truce is now in jeopardy, and China is betting it has the leverage to withstand a full-blown trade war. This move shakes the foundations of global finance, introducing uncertainty on a scale we haven't seen before. It's not just about exports. It's about who controls the future of global trade. Every nation and corporation must now rethink their supply chains and financial loyalties. The global economic order is being rewritten, and China just grabbed the pen. The world is watching and recalculating. China's strategy goes far beyond tariffs. The real goal? De-dollarization. For 70 years, the US dollar has ruled global trade, giving America unmatched power. China is now building the tools to bypass the dollar entirely, starting with the digital yuan. Unlike Bitcoin, the digital yuan is state-controlled, and China is pushing it for international trade, cutting out US banks and sanctions. Cross-border pilot programs are already underway, creating a parallel financial network. At the same time, China is moving up the value chain, investing in high-tech AI and green energy. Through the Belt and Road Initiative, it's building ports, railways, and digital networks across Asia, Africa, and Europe, all designed to center trade on China. Each new deal, each digital yuan transaction, chips away at the dollar's supremacy. China is even pushing to price oil in yuan, directly challenging the petrodollar system. This is a quiet revolution, fought with technology, infrastructure, and patient strategy. The old system is being disrupted and a new one is taking shape. The world's economic map is being redrawn. The US-China chess match hits hardest in America's heartland. Farmers who once relied on China now face plummeting prices and overflowing silos. Bankruptcies are rising and small towns feel the pain as equipment dealers and local businesses struggle. Manufacturers, too, are losing Chinese customers as tariffs make American goods unaffordable. The pressure is intentional. China targets politically sensitive sectors, hoping to spark domestic calls for a softer US stance. American business owners face impossible choices, layoffs, losses, or scrambling for new markets. The uncertainty is paralyzing. In a democracy, economic pain quickly becomes political pressure. Meanwhile, China's leaders can play the long game, unburdened by public backlash. The US-China conflict is redrawing the global map. Nations are forced to pick sides or find a middle path as the old US-led system fractures. Regional blocs are rising. ASEAN is deepening integration, aiming to become the world's fourth largest economy. China is building bridges, not walls, eliminating tariffs for African nations and strengthening ties across Asia. Meanwhile, US trade disputes with traditional allies are leaving Washington more isolated. The world is moving from a single, integrated market to a multipolar landscape. One sphere orbits the US and its allies, another China and its partners. Other powers like India and Brazil are carving out their own space. Trade flows, technology standards, and currency zones are the new battle lines. The result, a more competitive, unpredictable, and fragmented global economy. America faces a defining challenge. Defensive tariffs alone won't work. The US must invest in innovation, technology, and education to lead in future industries. Rebuilding domestic manufacturing and supply chains is critical for resilience. America also needs to repair alliances and build a united front with other democracies. A coalition of market-based economies can set new global standards and push back against unfair practices. The US should explore bold ideas like a digital dollar and new trade agreements focused on security and resilience. This isn't just a storm to weather, it's a new climate to adapt to. America's strength has always been reinvention. Now is the time to summon that spirit. The choices made today will shape America's role in the world for decades. The future is being written, right now.